Every year, approximately 1.3 billion tons of food dies prematurely due to human negligence, including recklessness and waste of vegetables and fruit. This is Mrs. Tomato, a survivor turned whistleblower for supermarket trafficking, who's asked to remain anonymous out of fear of being tracked down by huge conglomerates who wish to keep her story and cause at bay.
It all started when I was the size of a cherry. We was a big family.
How big?
Oh, we was about 90.
Now, how did you end up in the supermarket trade?
We were the selected few because we were so pretty, curvy and healthy. It's not easy being pretty.
Why is that?
Because I have to live with the guilt, knowing that I had cousins who were juicier and more full of flavor, but because they looked a certain way, their lives were thrown away and they never even had a chance.
Her trajectory from supermarket to freedom was not easy. After being manhandled into a plastic packet and traded into a new home, the tragedy didn't stop there. Mrs. Tomato witnessed her brother's suicide a week before the use-by date had expired. Instead of following the same fate as her fellow family members, who were destined to end up in the bin bag even though they were perfectly edible, Mrs. Tomato decided to take matters in her own hands and escape the bin bag using a plastic knife that she had found.
The supermarket business. It changes you. In order to honour my family and not let their deaths be in vain, I decided to make a change. And that's when I founded S.F.V Anonymous. And we welcome fruits and vegetables regardless of religion or place of production. You see, I really want this to be a safe haven where they feel they can start anew and that there's a better place and a better way of being consumed other than mass slavery of consumption out there. Our motto is, expiration date should not determine your fate. My next goal is to build a strong bridge of communication and understanding between humans and edible plants. Trust is key to responsible consumption and production. This is where I hold my S.F.V meetings for other victims who've also escaped supermarket trafficking. We're about to start a session, so feel free to film.
Mrs. Tomato always starts her sessions the same way, by asking members to share their stories.
I travel a long distance, from Mexico all the way to Londres. I didn't know the vegetables, the language, and I couldn't fit in because everybody calls me a vegetable, but I'm actually a berry. So what brings you here today? They ate half of me and forgot the rest, but I was better off than my friends. Because the humans just let them rot to death.
Die Menschen sind wahnsinnig. Tun uns kaufen, dann ein Jahr warten, bis wir Kret haben, volle Warzen sind und schmeißen uns dann einfach weg. Wieso haben sie uns überhaupt gekauft, wenn wir nicht gegessen werden?
A veces uno piensa que no puede ser real tal crueldad. En mi país hay gente que no tiene ni para comer y que pueden hacer maravillas de platos de todos los desechos que ocurren a mano de quienes tienen el lujo de poder comprar comida y la audacia de poder tirarla sin pensar en cuánto están gastando.
Oh no, those humans. I knew the day my mother rooted me into the ground that those filthy people were nothing but unsatisfiable parasitic demons who take us for granted and dispose of us whenever they please. They're just barbaric savages with very little regard for anything but themselves. I demand freedom. I demand freedom for all fruits and vegetables. Freedom! 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 What are you things? I mean, how did you get in here? What are you doing in my house?
I told you they were stupid. Nobody listens to me.
Why are you talking? What? You can speak my language?
Of course I can speak your language, you wee deep shit. What do you think I have? Just because I'm
Carrot! Mind your language in front of the cameras. We ain't got that kind of license to curse. Now, human, take a seat and I will explain. We are known as the S.F.V Anonymous, or Supermarket Fruits and Vegetables Anonymous. And we are all survivors of supermarket trafficking and the negligence imposed by your kind when they buy us and let us go to waste.
Are you alright, lass? We asked if we could come back a month later to see her progress since her encounter with the edible plants.
What's this? Did you go to the supermarket?
No, actually, I went to a zero waste shop, which is great because you can bring your own containers, your own bags, so I actually buy as much as I need right now. And by doing that, I've reduced my food waste so much now, it's great. And I've stopped buying plastic on top of that, so I keep recycling, I keep reusing. So if you buy plastic, you throw it all away after having used it once? So it actually saves me a lot of money in the long run because I don't have to keep rebuying all the time. So that's really cool. And if you think about it, we support the local farmers, we support the local shops, which I guess improves our local economy altogether, right? Yeah. We humans are the cause of all the environmental issues we have these days, so we might as well just be the solution as well.
Why, lass?
Oh, carrot. You're so funny.
The carrot just speak.
Yeah.
Am I going crazy?
Oh, no. You're suffering what we call guilty conscience syndrome. You'll be fine.